They estimate that 80% of the people are on the E and the S side. I actually think it's higher, like 95%, but for safety factor, let's call it 80%. The first thing you have to shift is your mindset. And a lot of people say to me, well, it's tough being an entrepreneur, or entrepreneurs are born, not made. That's not true. The trick is, how do you change your mindset, and how do you get the set of skills that allow you to transition from employee or small business self-employed to big business and investor? Out of all the business models I've discovered, one stood out from the rest. It requires little upfront money, very low overhead, and can be worked part-time and can generate you the income part-time so that you can transition out of your full-time job. And this great business opportunity is a thing called network marketing. The thing about entrepreneurs is they make things happen. They take control of their lives. They don't let other people's small minds stop them. And the beauty of a network marketing business, the reason I recommend it, is for you to be supported by an organization, to go through your fears, to change your friends, to not care what other people say or think about you. If you can do that, if you can handle what pointy-headed little intellectuals say to you about this business, then you shall grow up to become a great entrepreneur. But as long as you care so much about what other people think of you, you'll probably never be successful in life no matter what you do. Because as you know, this world is not an easy place. It's not fair. In fact, sometimes it's really, really cruel, because if you're poor, they step on you. If you're not successful, they step on you. If you don't have confidence, they step on you. So it's up to you to gain that confidence, the skill set, the mindset, the guts, the determination to not care what other people say about you, because 95% of them are broke anyway. So let me share with you my reasons for recommending network marketing. First of all, I've never done it. And I had a closed mind to it. I thought it was terrible. I was invited to several of these events, and I sat there and I said, why should I do that? Well, the reason I said, why should I do that, is because I knew how to start a business on my own anyway. That's what I had a rich dad for. But it was a friend of mine in Texas who opened my mind up to network marketing. And here he was, a rich guy, and he was starting a network marketing business. I said, Bill, why are you doing that? You don't need the money. He says, that's correct. But I need to give back. I need to train other people. And more importantly, I need investors from my other businesses. So he said one of the problems he had was he talked to people about investing in his real estate company. Most people didn't have any money. So he says, well, if I can help solve their problem of not having enough passive income, maybe they'll invest in my real estate businesses. And so I went, my God, it really is about people helping people. That's all he was doing. It was not about being greedy or trying to sell something. It was just trying to help your fellow human being. And that's when my mind started to shift. And I realized that most people will never make the transition from the E and the S side to the right side, the B and the I side. And that's all he was doing. He was helping people make the transition from employee or self-employed or small business to big business and the investor side. And with that, I changed my mind. And that's when I started looking into network marketing with open eyes, with refreshed point of view. I had to let go of my closed-minded ideas of what I had heard. And what I found, because I went to some of these conventions and I signed up and I went to look at things, I found out they're fabulous organizations. Now, let me warn you, there's good and bad in everything. There were good leaders and bad leaders. But what I was really impressed with in most of the companies and most of the leaders was a sincere desire to help their fellow human being grow, to become bigger than they really are, to gain the confidence, to gain the skills necessary to someday become a great entrepreneur. And that's what I saw. I saw network marketing as a great personal development type of business. And that's why I saw it, as my new book title says, The Business for the 21st Century. It is about developing people, not pushing them down. It's about building them up so they can take better control of their lives and their future without worried about being fired all the time, or will I be downsized, or what if the economy changed? Network marketing business, the business of the 21st century, is is about turning people from employees to entrepreneurs. That's what I support. So although I've never belonged to a network marketing business, I do support. The Rich Dad Company supports individuals shifting from employee or self-employed to the big business, entrepreneur, and investor side. So that's why I support network marketing. It's a fabulous way to grow and help other people to grow and realize their full potential in life.